now to the third part of tonight's new look, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Before we go any further, just a quick reminder of how you at home can win some money. Yes, there's £1,000 for one of you at home who can correctly answer this question. Which celebrity couple have children called Jack and Chloe? A. Brad and Angelina, B. David and Victoria, C. Richard and Judy, D. Tony and Cherie. All you have to do is text GAME, G-A-M-E, and your answer, A, B, C or D, to 84644, or you can give us a ring on 09012 931000. Players must be 16 or over, and the lines will close towards the end of the show. For full terms and conditions, go to www.itv.com/millionaire. Meanwhile, back in the studio, it's time to meet our next contestant from Chorley in Lancashire, Kathy Prescott. So, Kathy Prescott worked for the NHS and a building society, then became a social worker, but now she says she's looking for a glittering new career. Kathy likes a challenge, she loves reading, cooking and dressing up like Prince. Friend Denise came along with her this evening to stop her having a pre-show drink, as Kathy apparently gets a bit lippy when she's had a tipple. 12 questions, the first 7 against the clock, 3 brand new lifelines to get you to £50,000, at which point you get a fourth to get you to £1 million. 15 seconds, though, for the first 2 questions. Kathy, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, question number 1 for 500 quid. I read the question. As soon as the 4 options come up, the clock will start. You have 15 seconds to give me your final answer. OK? Yes? Right, here we go. Question number 1. What is traditionally featured on the back pages of British tabloid newspapers? Start the clock. Cookery, health, sport, finance.
That's sport, Chris. Final answer.
It's the right answer, Kathy. You have £500. OK, last point at which you could go home with absolutely nothing. I have to warn you about that bit. It won't happen. You will go home with at least £1,000. Question number 2 will guarantee it. You have all 3 lifelines. Here it comes. Which of these is a plant often used in Southeast Asian cookery? Start the clock. Orange grass, lemongrass, grapefruit grass, mandarin grass.
That's lemongrass, Chris. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. Kathy Prescott. Kathy, for someone calm and collected, you're looking a bit shaky.
I'm a bit of a swan. I'm kind of calm on the outside, but my legs underneath are going like that.
Didn't like social working much? Weren't impressed?
I did like it, but it is very hard work. It's very stressful. Got some challenges, some rewards, but not for everybody, I think. A lot of people kind of burn out in the first few years, so...
Well, not surprised. What would you like to do?
Well, I've got a law degree, Chris, so I'd like to go back and further my legal studies and maybe become a lawyer.
Right, now, you have £1,000. You are 10 away from £1 million. You have all 3 lifelines. So what sort of money, when you come in, everybody does, oh, if only I could get to... Realistically, what do you think, with your intelligence...
Thank you.
Well, you know, what do you think you can get to?
Well, I'd have been happy with 1,000, but that's probably...
Well, you got that.
Yeah, underconfident. Well, because I've been off work through ill health in the past few years, I've run up a bit of debt. 20,000 would see me clear of all of that and maybe get me a new kitchen and a holiday in the Maldives with me and my partner.
OK.
So...
Right. Well, you've got 5 questions between you now and £50,000. Those 5 will be against the clock, and you'll have 30 seconds for each of them. Question number 3 is for £2,000. Here it comes. In the nursery rhyme Bar Bar Black Sheep, who isn't mentioned as a recipient of a bag of wool? Here they come. The master, the dame, the little boy, the farmer.
That's D. Chris, the farmer. Final answer.
you do it in your head?
I did, yes.
How did it go? As we all did.
No. One for the master, one for the dame, and one for the little boy. So it isn't, so it's the farmer. And
What are we doing with our lives?
I know.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. Imagine if it had gone one for the master, one for the dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane who would like to grow up to be a farmer.
not good.
Question number 4 is for £5,000. You have 3 lifelines as yet untouched. Kathy Prescott. Here it comes. In the films, what is Bridget Jones' occupation? Start the clock. Call centre worker, estate agent, legal clerk, TV reporter.
She's a TV reporter, Chris. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £5,000. Right, question number 5 is for £10,000. You can double your money here. You've still got 50-50. Phone a friend and ask this audience. Here it comes. Which Scottish city was named as host of the 2014 Commonwealth Games? And you'll have these options. Glasgow, Inverness, Aberdeen, Edinburgh.
I'm going to ask this lovely audience, Chris, if that's OK.
OK, stop the clock. You've got 22 seconds remaining after we find out what they think. Right, audience. This is the question. All on your keypads, please. Which Scottish city was named as host of the 2014 Commonwealth Games? Now, on your keypads, A is Glasgow, B is Inverness, C Aberdeen, D Edinburgh. All vote now. 50% say Glasgow, 8% say Inverness, 7% Aberdeen, 35% Edinburgh. Clock restarts.
50%. Can I go 50-50, please, Chris?
You can. Right, computer. Take away 2 random answers. Leave Kathy the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. Clock restarts.
I'll go for Glasgow, please, Chris. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You've got £10,000. You have £10,000. You have 1 remaining lifeline of phone a friend. You are 2 away from £50,000. Why do you dress up as Prince?
I used to love him. I saw him 3 times in concert in the 80s.
What gear do you wear?
The purple thing didn't really do it for me, but the peach and black. I wore a black biker jacket, black leggings.
You really?
Peach frilly shirt. You know, hair. Big hair.
OK. That's a very attractive costume. You have 10 grand. You are 2 away from 50,000. You have 1 lifeline. Question number 6 for £20,000 is this. How often do the Prime Minister's audiences with the Queen traditionally take place? Start the clock. Daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly.
I don't know this one, Chris. I'm going to have to phone a friend.
OK, stop the clock there. You've got 19 seconds left. Now, let's have a look. 3 phone a friends maximum. Who have you got? Andy, Colin, Matthew. Matthew's about 6. Is this an old photo?
It is, yeah. It's
How old is he now?
He's about 41,
Oh, for
42,
goodness sake.
yeah. It's my brother.
Isn't it? Your brother?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a funny family. Who's Andy? Who's Colin?
Colin's my stepfather, who's a bit of a computer whiz, and amongst other things. And Andy, I don't know. He's a friend of
What?
a friend.
Would you trust £20,000 to somebody you don't even know who they are?
My brother knows him really well and says he's sound as a pound and very bright. I've spoken to him on the phone and sort of challenged him a
It's
bit.
kind of a risky strategy.
Yes, yes. I've spoken to his brother as well. He used to set all the pub quiz questions in the pub quiz I go to on a Wednesday night, and he recommended him. And
So you're going to go for
sounds
him?
good. I'm going to take a leap of faith and go for Andy.
But you don't know who he is.
I know. I'm only here once.
Well, yes, but normally people who come here once have somebody they know as phone a friend. OK. You got 10 grand. If you give me a wrong answer, you don't have to play this. If you give me a wrong answer, you lose 9,000.
Yeah, I know.
It's worth £20,000. It's in the hand of a complete stranger. OK.
Hello?
Andy?
Speaking.
Chris Darren here. Good evening.
Hi, Chris. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Now, well, we got Kathy here you've never actually met.
No, I know Kathy's brother well.
But she's a very nice person and she's stuck on a particular question. It's for £20,000, Andy.
OK.
It's kind of surreal. OK, right. Next voice here will be Kathy's. She's telling the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £20,000. All right, matey?
OK.
OK, try your best for Andy. Your time starts
Will do.
now, Kathy. Go.
Andy, how often do the Prime Minister's audiences with the Queen traditionally take place? Is it daily, weekly, fortnightly or monthly? 19 seconds.
I believe it's weekly.
It's weekly, is it?
I think so, but I'm not 100% certain.
How certain are you?
60-40.
60-40, which way?
In favour of it being weekly.
In favour of it being weekly. OK, thanks.
Good grief. 19 seconds. The clock restarts.
I'm going to take the money, Chris.
Sure?
Final answer.
OK, stop the clock.
It's too important to me, and he wasn't sure enough, so...
But why would you risk someone you've never heard of and would never ever trust as a phone a friend?
I don't know. I'm sitting here now wondering, but, no, I'm sure he was probably right. But I don't know. I just couldn't take that risk. The money's too important.
Would you be sick as a parrot if he was right?
Probably, yeah.
He was right.
Oh, no.
Listen, you still go away with £10,000.
Not bad.
No, excuse me, 10,000. You sat in that chair for about 2 minutes.
I know.
10,000. Give her a big hand. She goes away with 10 grand. So, Kathy Prescott goes away £10,000 better off. We'll have another contestant with 3 brand new phone a friends after the break. Don't go away.